be commenting today. Pure entertainment.
It's on YouTube for the first time, so we'll see what
Yeah, cool. I enjoyed your broadcast.
I was fired up.
Yeah, man, I was too.
Ridiculous.
So to watch.
I'm glad they overcame all
They
that.
did it. The rest were being out there all to their own. Very cool.
Your score was very accurate. Rampage won. Rampage 3, 1, 15. Well, good afternoon from the Apex Arena. Game number 6 for the Rampage and Arvada. No, game 5, sorry. They played 4 for... No, it is 6. 4 pool play. They had a semifinal this morning, was game 5. And here we are for the finals, game 6. 42 seconds left in warm-ups. And we'll get started. These two teams have seen each other a couple times in the season. Rampage won the home opener. Then they met in the Silver Stick pool play. Arvada won that one. They've played twice more, one that didn't count. There was a tie here. And then they played another time in Monument and Arvada won. So there's some history. This is for a banner. This is the Arvada hosted tournament. And they are the home team. They're the number 2 seed versus the number 1 seed Rampage, who have won all of their games. Arvada lost to the Steelheads 5-1 in pool play, and Rampage beat the Steelheads 4-0 in pool play. We are about to get started, 14 minutes up on the clock. Both teams doing their final chant and cheer. Rampage is ready. Arvada's taking a little bit longer to do their cheer. They had a very involved cheer. I'm not sure what all they were saying, but Arvada in the white, Rampage in the gray. Everyone taking their helmets off. Looks like we're going to play the national anthem.
Let's go, Rampage!
Everybody rise for the national anthem.
Special treat to start the game today. Not a usual occurrence for either team. They all got to line up, take their helmets off, and listen to the Star Spangled Banner. Followed up by some AC/DC. Teams getting their final words from their coaches. Getting all their helmets strapped back on. Coach Colin with the final words. Hope that Coach Joe and the 14s are having a fun time. Saw on Facebook they got a tour of the historic Yost Arena at the University of Michigan. Saw lots of former Michigan players' names up on the wall, to include Dylan Larkin, who got his first NHL hat trick last night. I know there's some Red Wings fans watching this, so hopefully you saw or heard about that. 14's got to see his name on the wall inside Yost, either yesterday or earlier today. The Rampage Facebook page posted about it. Here we go, opening face-off. Championship game, 2021 Arvada Holiday Showdown. Tie up at center, comes back to Lemming. Lemming sends it ahead, and that'll be an icing to start the game, but they waved it off somehow. Not sure why, he was on the wrong side of the red line. Chris, thanks. I approve and agree. Let's go Rampage. Here's Parent between the circles, dishes over to Carter. Carter goes down in the near corner. No penalties so far. We're 30 seconds in. Tied at 1, tied at 0 in the first period. Shot from the point. That was Lester. Back behind Carter, Parent out in front. Carter pushed off the puck into the corner. He'll get it out to Lester at the point. Lester shoots it, hits the glove, ends up behind the net. Right out in front, and it's only Arvada players there, but back to Lester, shoots it again. Loose puck, Parent will chase in the corner. Right out in front, Cinco had his stick down, but so did the Arvada players. And I may have said Arapahoe earlier. We've played them twice the last 2 days. Sometimes I get those two mixed up. Arvada, Arapahoe. We are in Arvada. We're playing Arvada, and here comes Arvada back the other way. Their first rush, and Bolte sent that puck to the side. Arvada keeps it in. Back behind Owen Amhouse in net for the championship game. He played yesterday afternoon against Boulder in the 5-1 win. Good stick from Lemming. And here comes Paul down the left-hand side. Tried to get it to the point, no one was there. He'll drop it down below. Bresnahan right out in front through the paint. Cicero on the far side. Bolte trying to hold it in. It comes out. Rampage will have to get back on side. And they don't. Bresnahan was just getting to the line as the puck came in. Offsides on Rampage. So Amhouse gets the championship start. He missed the first 3 games, recovering from an earlier illness during the week. He looked great yesterday afternoon against Boulder, 5-1 win. Noonan has played 4 of the 5 games, to include this morning's semifinal. And he had a shutout against the Steelheads. He's on the bench, and Amhouse is in the net. We're tied at 0 with 11:54 to go in the first period. Arvada gets it right down, poked aside by Amhouse. He was interfered with afterwards. You're not supposed to be able to run into the goalie ever. No penalty. Lemming gets tripped, and the guy with the orange just watching as Lemming skates in and gets tripped. So I'm hoping to not have a repeat of this morning where Rampage did not have 1 power play and they had 8 or 9 penalties called against them. So we'll see. So far, it's not looking so good. Offsides on Arvada. That was a pretty blatant trip on Lemming as he skated into the Arvada zone. We have 2 officials and 1 referee with the orange band, and so far, no penalties. Puck comes in the referee's direction. Bolte will chase back behind over to Beatty. Battle along the boards, flipped out to the point and out of the zone. So Arvada waits, and that should be an automatic intentional offsides and go all the way back down, but the signal is here. The person sat there, saw their teammate coming out. Should have been all the way down to the other end at this age. They were doing that earlier, but not in this game. Saber out there with some pressure. Arvada briefly came in, and Beatty skates out with it. Saber up ahead, and then Arvada dumped it back into the Rampage end. Lester behind Amhouse. Lester's clearing attempt blocked. Beatty's back as well. Beatty picks up the puck and skates through the right circle out to center. Just missed Cinco. That'll be an icing. 10:27 left in the first. We're tied at 0. Face off in the right circle to Amhouse's left. Cinco to take. Arvada wins it. Top pressure from Parent. Just Carter missed it, and Cinco got it up to Parent. Parent's got a little bit of a break. Shoots it wide left. Carter tried to get it to him. He failed, and Cinco got it up there. And now Rampage is deep in the near corner. Battle with Carter and Parent, and Arvada comes out with it. Lemming comes right back in with it. He's pressured, sticks, slashing. Dished it behind, but there was no one there. So far, Rampage is being abused. Tripping, slashing, no calls. Here comes Arvada back the other way. Lester's back. His good stick work. Lemming gets back, shot over the net into the far corner. Parent's over there. Goes past Lemming and Lester. Lester gets back. He'll take it. Looks up the boards, gets it to Parent. Parent has one to get out of the zone, gets around that one. There's 2 more back. He's got Carter on the left. He skates around the 2, shoots it. Loose puck, back to Cinco. Couldn't handle the rebound. Nice move by Parent. Rebound came to Cinco, and Arvada comes back the other way with it. Shot from the left circle over the waiting Amhouse. Did not have to make a save on that. Arvada between the circles. That was blocked by Bolte in front. He was doing a great job at the end of the last game. There's Parent. Carter down the left side, Parent down the right. There's 3 Arvada players back, and they'll say offsides as Parent was held up at the line trying to get in with the puck. Offsides. Face off outside the Arvada zone. 8:54 to go in the first. Rampage wins that, but Lemming will have to chase it back in his own zone. Looks up, passes to Cicero, who centers it. Paul's racing towards it, gets to it, keeps it in on the line. Cicero dishes across to Bresnahan, tried to shoot it. There was an Arvada stick in his way. Held in by Lemming, backhands it to the far corner. Cicero chases back behind along the boards to Bresnahan. Shot, hit the defenseman in front. That had to hurt. Not much padding up there. Centering pass over to Bresnahan. He had a wide open net. Put too much on it. Rampage is getting some good passing going early in this game. Lemming back. Arvada dumps and changes. All the Rampage players are back. Fresh Arvada players changing. Coach is trying to get them to move the puck up and beat them during the change. Now Arvada comes back the other way. Down the left-hand side. Backhand shot. Bounced down right in front of Amhouse. And another try at the side of the net. That one missed. So Amhouse stopped it. It was down at his feet. He didn't realize that the defenseman cleared it out. Here comes Lemming. Down the left side. He'll dump and change. Anderson's fresh out there. He'll try and keep it in. Unable. Sent across towards Bailey. And Bailey just about had a chance to skate in on the goalie. Bolte sends it to the near corner. It'll end up back behind the goalie. Now to the far corner. Bolte at the point. Anderson comes across, takes the puck away, centered it to Bailey, and it was behind Bailey. Arvada coming back the other way. They'll dump and change. A lot of dumping and changing going on here in the first period. Rampage again trying to catch him in the change. Exact same thing. Hits the fresh player that had just come off the bench. Arvada enters. Good pressure from Saber. They're offsides now. They'll have to wait. They don't. That's the second time they've sent it in intentionally. Are we going to keep it right there? Or are we going to move it down and start punishing them for sending it in when you can't do that? They'll keep it right here, of course. Don't want to punish the home team too much. You guys need to review the rule books. That's not the way it's supposed to happen. I bet you when Rampage does it, they'll do it the right way, though. Here comes Arvada. Sends it across. Shot. Held on to by Amhouse. No rebound. 6:43 to go in the first. We're tied at 0s. Back and forth with the pressure and the shots. Fairly even so far. Arvada top of the right circle. Send it through and blocked by Lemming, who's down on a knee. Parent flips it out of the zone. Comes back in, offsides again. Here comes Parent with Carter. It's a 2-on-3. Parent pulls up, sends it across the Carter right out in front. Backhand just goes a little bit wide. He had a good chance there. Arvada coming back the other way. Lester takes a whack at it. Bolte digs it out. No, that's Carter. No, that's Bolte. Sorry, Carter's over here. He's chasing. If he can get to it, he could have a race. Beatty here with Cinco. Beatty flips it back down the ice. Will not be icing. Play continues. Paul deep with pressure. Cicero gets to it on the sideboard. Sends it over towards Paul. Can't handle it. Gets it back. Shoots it. Blocked. Back out towards the point. Lester holds it in on the line to back to Paul. Sends it across to Bailey. Or Cicero, rather. And Arvada clears it there, picked up by Lester. Now see, he sends it in, and they'll at least be consistent with where the faceoff is going to be. So maybe we have different finals rules that I'm not aware of. Oh no, they're not going to be consistent. They take it to center ice, see? They're not playing it the same way. Arvada sends it in twice. When they have more time, they do it right outside our zone, and Rampage gets penalized and goes back to center ice. So different strokes for different folks, as they say. Rampage will have to just keep it up, shake off the things they can't control. Paul dishes to Beatty. Beatty out to center to an Arvada player. Cicero just about took that away, has it now. Cicero down the middle. Paul is trailing. Cicero shoots it. Goalie got a blocker up. Don't know that it was going on the net, but he still blocked it to the side. Lester gets elbowed into the boards. Well, not like that, but I know the coaches talk to them to do their best not to retaliate, even if the kids are doing bad things and the refs aren't calling it. We have to overcome and just show that we're better. There's a buzzer. What's the buzzer for? That happened in an NHL game the other night because the replay officials realized that there was a goal and they blew the whistle to stop the play. I'm not sure why they did it now. I think it was some sort of accident. So that face-off needs to be down in the Arvada end because Rampage had control of the puck. It needs to be down at the other end. Rampage had control of the puck. But they're not paying attention or intentionally not following the rules. Okay, play continues. Bolte in the corner, near side. Out to Anderson. Saber with pressure. Back to Anderson. Anderson, they send it down towards the net. Beatty wraps it around the boards towards Anderson. Picked up by Bailey. He'll start out with it. Flips it out towards Anderson. Arvada able to clear it back to center ice. Saber will start back the other way by himself. It's a 1-on-3. He's got Bailey with him. Gains the zone. Gets elbowed and pushed over to Bailey. And Arvada sends it out of the zone. The race to the puck. Comes in with the puck underneath the Arvada player. Lemming digs it out. Lemming through center ice. He's got one to beat. Being pressured. Taken away. Cinco off the bench now. He's pressuring. Puck is in the neutral zone. Back and forth. Parent got his stick in there. Arvada's a 3-on-2 back the other way. Beatty bounces it along the boards, hit a stanchion and stayed in. That should have been an easy clear. Bad bounce for Beatty on the clear. Beatty's back again behind and Cinco digs it out. Takes a look, tries to go through the legs, denied. Up to Carter, out of the zone. Carter and Parent, 2-on-1 chance. Carter's gonna go, nope, they're not gonna call that either. So I guess they're just not gonna call anything. So at least they're being consistent on that account, because Carter definitely should have gone there. That stretch past the Parent, unable to control it, gets back to it, tried to make a move to the net, and Arvada comes back the other way. 2:37 to go in the first. We're at zeros here in the championship game. Cicero down the left-hand side. Sends it rink wide to Parent. They're going to call, I think Paul was offsides in the middle. Because Parent was on the line, but Paul was coming down the middle. 2:28 left to go in the first. Championship game at the 2021 Arvada Holiday Showdown. 5-0 Rampage, first seed against 4-1 Arvada, the 2 seed. Arvada wins the face-off. Skates out through the neutral zone to the Rampage blue line. Enters down the left-hand side. Bolte and Beatty both go behind. Along the near boards, Cicero is there as well, and Paul. 2-on-1, up to Cicero, he flips it out. Bresnahan's chasing, gets it back to Cicero. Cicero down the left side, shot and gloved, held on to with 1:56 left in the first. On the right, Anderson on the left. Lemming and Lester on the blue line. Arvada controls. And Rampage could not hold it in. Saber trying to send it back in. Will be sent in by Lester, far side to near side. Saber gets stymied. Anderson picks it up. Back to Saber to the point Lemming. Shot. Blockered up high. Stayed in play. Ooh, an elbow to the back shoulder along the boards. Pretty close to a hit from behind, if you ask me. Oh, it hit the back of the net. It looked really weird. Referee blew the whistle. I think he thought it might have gone in, but even he got fooled. Net came off. We're fixing it, whether it came off or not. That's the, oh, sorry, I blew the whistle. Check the net. From our angle, it did look like a top shelf, but it was from behind. So, I mean, the way it looked and the way the angle it was impossible. But Lemming with the shot, deflected, backhand, save. Parent was at the side with the backhand chance. Goalie got his stick on that one. Lemming with the original shot. Lester chasing behind. Lester along the boards. Lemming will come from the other direction. Parent rips it around up towards Carter. Arvada player right to Carter's head. That was a pretty good check for next year, but I'm pretty sure earlier when someone did that, it was a penalty. Here's Parent now, right through, slashed at, tripped by 2. They're going to call a penalty on that. Thank you, sir. As long as they don't call a checking on him. I mean, he had the puck. I wouldn't be surprised. Parent slow to get up. Seems to be okay. That's the same one that took Carter down here. Should be a double. Oh, and a high five from the dad on the bench. Real classy, dude. Real classy. Wow. I'm so glad when stuff like that gets on video so that I'm not the only one that sees it. Here comes Arvada, shorthanded. Beatty sends it right back up. Comes out of the zone. Everybody's back on sides. Carter skates in with it. Parent at the blue line, drop to him. Skates top of the circle, shoots it, hits the Rampage player down, gets his own rebound, shot it again. I think it hit the goalie's pad on the second time. Carter back behind, 4 seconds left in the period, right out in front. Parent, backhand shot, save at the end of the period. Rampage will have 53 seconds left, and Parent leans down and tells the goalie good job, gives him a little head rub. That is sportsmanship, not high-fiving somebody that gets a penalty on an extremely rough play at both ends of the ice. I'm going to stop it, get a quick drink, and I'll restart for the second period. Thanks for joining. I hope to see you back.